Hey, what's going on YouTube? Just wanted to make a quick little video of a Switch 2 game that I decided to pick up. Going completely away from the wheelhouse of what I normally would pick up because I'm not entirely sure that I'm going to enjoy this game, and it might be a game, and the reason why I bought a physical edition, it is a game key card. Everybody that's into gaming will know what that means and know that it's not a very popular thing that people like. I guess for the ones that don't know what a game key card is, made by Nintendo, is it essentially is selling you a physical copy, so a case with an actual cartridge in there, but the whole entire game is not on the cartridge, meaning that you have to download from the internet most of the game. So it's kind of like a placeholder to tell the system that you own the game, you bought the game, but it mostly has still to be downloaded. So a lot of people will say, well, why don't you just buy it digitally? Sorry guys, my eye is bothering me. It's getting late, probably getting a little tired, but yeah, so people will ask, why don't you just download the game? Well, the only positive thing that I do like about the game key cards is if you don't like the game, it still can be sold. So even though the game is mostly digital game, it's mostly all downloaded, the game key card allows you to trade it in, and the next person that buys it can pop it down, prove they bought it, and they can download it from the servers. So the only downfall to these game key cards is exactly that, right? Where, if eventually the servers go down and Nintendo no longer allows you to, or shuts them down where you can't gain access, you either have to already own that game and get that thing downloaded to your account, or you might be out. So I don't know. I guess the future's still going to be held how these game companies handle digital games. They've all been pretty good about being backwards compatible to your digital library. PlayStation has done a pretty good job of things still popping up on your accounts, and we'll just see how this all goes, right? But like I've told you guys in the past with my videos, I'm not going to worry too much anymore about the future, because the future, we're all not going to live forever. So enjoy things for what you have right now. I'm doing better and better about doing that, just enjoying what I have now in the moment, actually play the games, enjoy them, beat them. If someday I get screwed, you know what? It's probably going to be 10 years from now, and I got to quit giving a shit. So, anyways, guys, I got to be honest with you, and this is completely off topic, but my ass is looking old. Obviously, I'm a little rough tonight, but, I need to shave, clean up a little bit, but man, it's something else to get old, guys. You just start to see it in yourself, and you're like, you don't feel like it. You do, but you don't. But yeah, I guess it is what it is, right? Anyways, guys, let me show you what I bought today. Let me spin the camera. Not this. I'm still playing Tomb Raider. Guys, I'm the furthest I've ever been on Tomb Raider, and it's one thing that I love about the Switch 2 is it allows me to actually get some gaming in. Like right now, I'm in bed. I don't have PlayStation no more. I don't have any new system other than the Switch. But with this being a handheld docked mode, it allows me to get some time in bed. Maybe while I'm watching a little TV, I can get a few minutes in. You know what I'm saying? Like, unlike having to go down, get settled in, and play on a TV. Not that that's a big deal. I don't know. It's just something about a handheld with a big enough screen that actually gives you, you feel like you can play this game and not miss out too much. Unlike other handheld devices that were a little bit smaller, you just didn't feel quite comfortable playing it for long periods of time. On this Switch 2 with the 8-inch screen, I very much feel very comfortable playing a lot of full-fledged games on it and do not feel like I'm missing out. If anything, I feel okay. You guys know, or maybe don't, I knocked over my very nice OLED television, the B4 series that you cannot even buy anymore. I just bought it earlier this year. They were still selling it new in the store. Actually, was getting better ratings for gaming than the C series and then the G series. It was actually one of the better deals. I got it for like 600 some bucks. I knocked that sucker over working on all this chaos around the house. I bent the hell out of the screen. The screen has a nice curve to it now near the mid to top like that. Still flattens out when you look at it this way, but I gave it to my buddy. He helped me out a lot with the house, and you know, he could have used another TV. Man, and it still works perfectly. So I'm anal. I couldn't stand staring at that curve. That sort of stuff don't really bother him. To me, it's like, I don't even know how long it's going to last. So, you know, I just gave it to him. Hopefully it lasts a long time, and he got himself a nice ass TV, but for helping me out. So I'll eventually probably definitely get another OLED television, because I would love to hook up the Switch 2. I never even got a chance to hook up the Switch 2 to the nice, beautiful OLED TV. I just now have to do my research and find what's the next best one, right? The C series got pretty good reviews and everything, but they're saying the B4 series, for the money, you know, was really good. So I'll probably just go ahead and get maybe the next series up, not the G, but I'll get maybe the C series, because that actually had a higher even refresh rate, so I could hook my PC to it. So there's always something else to grab, guys. So long story short, let me get to what I'm trying to show you. I picked up Final Fantasy VII. Is it remaster? Remake. Final Fantasy VII Remake. This game has intrigued me, but never enough to play it. This game has been around. This is a remake of the game that came out, I believe, in 2007 or 97. You know, obviously they remastered. Final Fantasy's been around a long time. Never got into it. Obviously, I'll never go back and play the old Nintendo ones where it's just like, I don't know. I'll never do it. But this is of the main big games. This is like what started it all. Apparently, they kind of put a few new things into it, made it a little bit different, but still kept the core gameplay and story and everything like that. It looks interesting. The combat looks fun. I'm usually not into Final Fantasy, or definitely not into anime, and this has a bit of a anime feel to it, the characters a little bit. So I don't know how this is going to go, guys. I went out on a limb. It looked cool. To be honest with you, I'm just going to be honest with you guys, and like this dude carrying around this gigantic freaking sword that looks like a jackknife or something on a handle. I don't know. It looks kind of goofy. I don't know, guys. I'm trying to open up my wheelhouse a little bit more, try things I normally wouldn't try. Everybody rants and raves and says Final Fantasy is the best games ever made. I guess you're either going to love it, or you're not going to like it, or you're not really going to care for it. So I'm going to give it a try. That's why I bought a game key card, because normally I like to own the games all on, you know, still physically if I can. But I will give Nintendo a little bit of credit. The game key card thing, long term, hopefully isn't going to bite us in the butt. Hopefully they'll figure out a way to make sure we continue to keep our, you know, our stuff. But it was a unique way of making it where you can still trade in and have value for a digital item, which is kind of an interesting take of how they did it, as long as they continue to support games you bought in the past. If they at least make everything backwards compatible to your account with their next system, which might be in 7-8 years. Now we're talking another 7-8 years. We're talking 16 years, 17 years, guys. I'm going to be 40, 51. I'll be 61 years old damn near. So by then, it's like, hey, it is what it is. Anyways, guys, I'll keep you updated. I'm going to get this thing downloaded tonight while I sleep. It's like 94 gigs. Freaking huge. Part of the reason why it's a game key card, because I can't fit all on the cartridge anyways. But there it says 90 gigs, but apparently I watched a video and it's like more like 94 gigs. So it's a hell of a game. 90 gigs is quite big for a Nintendo Switch 2 game. But so yeah, guys, I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna give it an honest try and see if I enjoy it. Who knows? Maybe it's some new thing that I can get into. So, anyways, guys, y'all have a great night. I'll keep updated on the bathroom demo and all. He's got the new floor put in, the part that we're going to keep. A lot of the floor was still okay. He cut in a huge part of the new floor, like under the tub and everything, all one piece. And then he's going to be painting kills on any of the areas that have staining, but it's still solid. There's nothing wrong. But just as added measure, I sprayed a mold and mildew spray coating I did 2 layers of that, which is supposed to stop anything in its tracks just to be safe. It actually started taking some of the staining away out of the wood, which was crazy, which is good. And then he's going to be laying down kills before he starts the underlayment on the new floor. So, and all the rotten bad has been cut out and all replaced with all new. And then he foamed in all the seams. So maybe I'll do a quick video in the morning and show you guys. Nothing really to see, just, a subfloor. But things are going to start to come together. The new shower is supposed to be in tomorrow at Home Depot, and I should be able to pick it up. And then things should start rocking from there, right? He'll be able to now go to town, getting the floor put down, putting in the tub. I think that'll be like a one-day job. Get it plumbed in. Tomorrow he's working on building the closet, so it should really start to get going quick. I'm hoping by the end of the week we can have a shower again. I'm tired of running to my buddy's house to shower and do all that crap. I just want to get life back a little bit, and then we have to start slowly packing to get the house up for sale. So it's going to be a crazy couple of years, guys. We are going to rent something. We're thinking about renting a mobile home, kind of go back to what we came from. Not permanently, and that's why we're thinking mobile home, because it's something we can get into quick. These parks can always have houses for rent. We looked at some guys that were $1,200 a month. We're paying almost $2,500 a month. So just the savings alone, just doing that. And they're pretty decent looking mobile homes. Single wide, I think there is some double wides for a little bit more. We're not trying to be too picky. We can afford upwards of $3,000 a month. But if we're just going to rent, I'm not going to sit here and throw rent money at something that's high just so you can live fancy, when I can save all that money and build up a nice nest egg to buy a home in about a year and a half. So that's kind of the plan, guys. Anyways, I'm going to get this game unpackaged. I'm going to get it in the system. I'm going to get it downloaded. I'm going to sit here and relax. I took a nap, so I'm pretty awake for 11 o'clock at night or whatever it is. So, yeah, guys, I hope y'all have a great night. I hope you have a great week ahead. Probably going back to work tomorrow, if not by Tuesday. Not entirely sure what I'm going to do, but yeah. Anyways, guys, I think y'all have a good one. Take care. Bye.